So we've talked a little bit about appropriation, conflation, and abstraction, and how these can be very dangerous if not actually understood and applied correctly. Now, conflation is a big problem, and probably of these three, it's abstraction is the worst, but conflation is second worst. Appropriation is actually quite gentle compared to the other two, but just as one example for conflation, and an example I've had to deal with students over the years, is the Buddhist Garuda and the Bön religion, the Kyung. Now, the Garuda and the Kyung are constantly conflated together as if it's the same thing, and they're just simply not. We can say yes, they're both birds. We can say they have similar functions, which are protection from Naga spirits or Lu spirits, and poison. But they have different origin myths. The Buddhist Garuda is the mount of the god Vishnu, and then later it comes in as a tantric figure, a borrowing, an appropriation, and we have the multicolored Garuda from the Kalachakra system, and then we have the black Garuda coming from the Rechungpa, Milarepa student system, and then after that we get many different forms and different revealed treasure forms. And these Buddhist systems of Garuda that are coming from India, they have generally Sanskrit, maybe occasionally a Prakrit word thrown in, Sanskrit mantras and dharanis. Now, with the Bön religion, the Kyung has a different origin myth. It's actually a protector spirit for the young child, the founder Tompa Shenrap. So we find the Kyung in the origin myths at the very beginning of the narrative, and then later we find it developed into more of a deity form to protect, again, from Lu spirits. Lu is a Tibetan word for these serpent spirits under the ground, in water, or sometimes living in rocks, and they can cause serious illness to people. So the Bön Kyung, bird god or bird deity, we should, it's better to say even bird deity rather than calling the Bön Kyung, calling it a Garuda, because that's just clearly wrong. So, but also the seed syllables and the incantations of the Bön bird deity are very different from the Buddhist and have no relationship with it at all. As a matter of fact, there may even be a relationship going back as far as Rome, as Rome and relationships with the Roman eagle standard. We then have to look at iconography. Now, iconography, of course, is going to be similar. What we find with Bön religion is we often find this bird deity has 3 faces and 6 arms. And this you will find very occasionally in Buddhism, but then again it may be an appropriation from Bön to the Nyingma tradition. So this is just trying to, again, make it clear, bring a little awareness to the fact that conflation is everywhere, and we kind of have to live with it, but we have to understand how we have to look a little deeper sometimes and try and catch ourselves when we're being too general about a subject where we should be a little bit more specific. So press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.